Good evening. My name is Madison Norton, and today I'm going to be giving my tribute speech. My speech is going out to my grandparents, my grandfather, who recently just passed 2 months ago due to liver cancer and bone cancer, and my grandma, who I'm currently helping out now, who has COPD. First off, I want to start with my grandparents are the biggest inspiration in my life. They have taught me the true meaning of love. They've taught me what it's like to never give up, no matter how hard the situation is, and just to be the best person you could overall be. I'm going to start off with my grandpa. So in July, I lost my grandpa to stage 4 liver and bone cancer. During the 9 months that I helped my mom take care of him, he taught me to never give up and to never give up on determination. He was told countless amount of times that he would never be able to walk again because of how much the cancer had spread to the bones. And my grandpa told me repeatedly, before I die, I'm gonna walk again. I'm gonna walk again, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna be with my friends again, and I'm gonna beat this. And 2 months before he was bedridden, he actually took his first steps again because he was confined to a wheelchair. And he took his first steps, and that was the proudest I've ever been, because no matter how much pain he was in, no matter how much he probably wanted to give up, every morning he woke me up at the crack of dawn and we did his therapy exercises and all. And he did all of that before his physical therapist came because he wanted to show them how much hard work he was putting in and how he was determined to walk again. And he amazed everybody. They told him he was never going to walk again, but he was determined to prove them wrong. And that's where I learned to never give up, no matter how much you're backed into a corner or how many times people are going to try and bring you down and tell you that you can't do nothing when that's not true. You can do whatever you want to put your mind to. And he was a great example of that. Another thing he taught me was to be as kind to people as I could. My grandfather was the most downright selfless man ever. He told me a story one day of how he had a neighbor come knock on his door one morning and ask him if there was anything he could do around my grandpa's house to get some extra money to put food on his family's table. And my grandpa told him to wait at the door and he'd be right back. My grandpa went and got $20 and brought it out to him, and he said, I know it's not much, but don't worry about doing the work. Go take care of your family. And that just amazed me. My grandpa didn't even know this man, and he was so willing to help him out and help his family out. And he helped out a lot of my family members countless amount of times with whatever they needed, either needing a place to stay or some money. They could do work around the house for him, anything. He helped them out. Now for my grandma, she is my best friend. I absolutely adore her. She too is the most selfless woman I have ever met. She is constantly helping those who need it. Even if she doesn't know them, she's constantly helping them. She has been through so much in the past few years. She actually got hospitalized 4 years ago and almost died. And she has come back stronger than ever. And I want to be like them when I get older. When I get back into a corner, I don't want to give up. I want to be like them and fight as hard as I can to just be the best person I can be and not give up. And if people are going to tell me you can't do something, I want to prove them wrong, because my grandparents have been great role models of that. Every time somebody tells them that they can't do something, they fought so hard just to prove them wrong. And it just amazes me, especially with the condition my grandfather was in. I don't know how he did it, and I truly don't. He had tumors popping up out of everywhere, and some days he was crying out in pain, but every morning he would take his little weights and he would work his arms so he didn't lose any muscle in his arm. He was always doing his leg exercises, and sometimes when the weights got too heavy for him because of the amount of weight and muscle mass that he lost, he would actually take the water bottles that he would have next to his bed and he would curl them. I'm so thankful that I've had them in my life to teach me these lessons. And with COVID and all happening and my grandfather getting sick, it also taught me a lesson to slow down in life and to just worry about family and not to stress so much about the little things, and just to be thankful for the time you have with the people you love. And if my grandfather was still here, I would thank him for all the lessons he's taught me throughout my life, and especially when he got sick, and it made me open my eyes and realize things more. And I want to thank my grandmother for everything she does for our family, being the only one left, and for being so selfless and taking those people who need help in and helping them in any way possible that she can. And I am just so beyond thankful that I am related and I come from very strong people who are determined to prove people wrong, but are also so selfless that they would help anybody in a heartbeat. Thank you for listening and have a great night.